3,200 graves have been identified within the site. The majority of these graves are unclaimed. Authorities will issue a public notice regarding the grave relocation by June 13th. Busan City stated that compensation will be provided for the graves whose relatives are identified. The process will involve grave relocation and compensation for those who report within the notice period. On January 28th, a fire broke out on Air Busan flight BX391 bound for Hong Kong while the plane was preparing for takeoff at Kimhae International Airport. Investigations suggest that the fire likely started due to the insulation failure inside a power bank. Today, the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport Aviation and Railway Accident Investigation Committee reported that the National Forensic Service (NFS) had conducted a detailed analysis confirming the findings. The NFS analysis revealed that electrical burn marks were found on the remains of a power bank discovered on board. This suggested that an insulation breakdown which caused a short circuit between the positive and negative terminals of the battery may have triggered the fire. In international news, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has criticized Putin's reaction to the ceasefire proposal as manipulative, urging for additional sanctions on Russia to push for a peace agreement.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is Midday Mate with Kimberly An. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Many know today as White Day, but it's also World Sleep Day. World Sleep Day has been observed since 2008, falling on the Friday of the second full week of March each year. Sleep is one of those things we often take for granted, right? It might feel a bit silly to even bring it up, but honestly, it's one of the most overlooked parts of our lives. For those battling sleep issues, getting a good night's rest can be a serious struggle affecting all areas of life. World Sleep Day is all about shining light on sleep problems and supporting those who face them. It's a great opportunity to spread awareness about how crucial sleep is and to help change the way people think and experience it, offering them useful tools for their everyday lives. Today, we're going to talk about tips to beat insomnia. It's Friday, March 14th, 2025, and this is Midday Mate. Let's get started!
Tumble down on you. sure it's strong and bright. Keep it burning through the cold and dark, 'cause it can warm the lonely night. You might need somebody, you might need somebody to
And that was You Might Need Somebody by Turley Richards. You Might Need Somebody is a song first recorded in 1979 by American singer and guitarist Turley Richards. In 1981, American jazz and R&B singer and songwriter Randy Crawford released her version, which reached number 11 in the UK. In 1997, English singer Shola Ama's version reached the top 10 in the UK and in several other countries. Hello, everyone. We're live in the studio in Busan on this Friday afternoon. Welcome to Midday Mate. You're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Gijang, Cheongwan, and Noksan areas. And I am your host, Kimberly. And hello. We have lots of people coming into our YouTube live chat. Benny님 saying 1등. Yes, the first one to come in. Congratulations. And Juliet님 saying comes in second. And hello, Sangmin Park님. I'm so glad to see all of you on this beautiful Friday, but a bit windy afternoon. So let's see what's coming up on the show for today. In hour number 1, we're going to start off with Listomania, where we introduce various kinds of lists. And for today, we're going to be focusing on the tips to beat insomnia. And insomnia is when you're unable to go to sleep at night. So tips to beat it. Our weekend taps is after Listomania, where Jeff keeps us up to date with all things happening in and around Busan. And in hour number 2, we're going to get into today's quote, where we introduce meaningful quotes to motivate you each and every day, followed by bite-sized banter, where Andrew and I have daily fun conversation with a theme. After bite-sized banter, we'll have Don't Make a Scene. And since today is Friday, it'll be our last day going over the movie of Wicked. And in this segment, we introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And today, we will end the show with Favorites in One's POV, where we introduce different songs from a wide range of genres that fit different situations. And now for our question of the day and text topic, something that everyone looks forward to because we can all participate and answer. The question is, what are some unique sleep talking you've seen or heard? So a lot of people, sleep talk or they make some noise while they're sleeping. What is something that's unique that you've seen or heard? 보거나 들었던 독특한 잠꼬대는 무엇인가요? And today's question of the day is linked to what we talked about in our intro and for Listomania on the tips to beat insomnia. So tell me again, what are some unique things that you've heard or seen people do while they were sleeping? So sleep talk. Go ahead and send in your answers. Text in pound 9050 or shop 9050 and it'll only cost you 101. Or you can also reach us through KakaoTalk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean and add us and send in your messages for free. And we also do have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of the app stores. You can download the app, listen to our programs, and also leave us comments after simply logging in. So now I'll be right back with Listomania after the song. Here is Freaking Out on the Interstate by Briston Maroney.
on the interstate, rolling down the windows, baby. I can't hear a thing you say. I'm walking back to my favorite place, and I can feel them staring at me, baby. Do you think I'm doing something wrong? And you got a lot on your mind, and your heart, it looks just like mine. There's no use in wasting your time anymore. I'm sorry, I haven't been myself, and something's got me down. What it is, I cannot tell. I won't be satisfied with anything I've earned. Fear is just a part of love, and one thing I found is love's what you deserve. Driving home and call my father on the telephone. I hope you know I missed you, man. Let's put it all behind us if we can. Never feeling like I'm all the way home. And stones inside my raincoat pocket. I gotta keep on. Won't you hold 'em for me? You got a lot on your mind, and your heart, it looks just like mine. Where there's no use in wasting your time anymore. I'm sorry, I haven't been myself, and something's got me down. What it is, I cannot tell. I won't be satisfied with anything I've earned. Fear is just a part of love, and one thing I found is love's what you deserve. Sorry, I haven't been myself, and something's got me down. What it is, I cannot tell. I won't be terrified with anything I've earned. Fear is just a part of love, and one thing I found is love's what you deserve.
And that was Freaking Out on the Interstate by Brista and Marini. And now it is time for Listomania, where we're going to introduce various kinds of lists. And for today, we're going to focus on tips to beat insomnia. Tips to beat insomnia. Do I have any listeners or mates out there that suffer from insomnia? For me, I don't have insomnia at all. I'm one of those blessed people who are able to fall asleep right when I close my eyes. So when I close my eyes, I think it takes me about a minute or so, and then I'm off into dreamland. But if you're unlike me and you do suffer from insomnia, today we're going to talk about tips to beat it. Up at number 1 for Listomania, we have wake up at the same time each day. This needs to be a habit that you need to do every day. So wake up at the same time each day. It is tempting to sleep late on the weekends, especially if you have had a poor sleep during the week. However, if you suffer from insomnia, you should get up at the same time every day in order to train your body to wake up at a consistent time. And this is something that I've been also working on. I always have my really, really, really loud alarm clock, and it goes off, and it's to the point where I can't just reach over and turn it off. I need to actually get up and walk over and then turn it off. So that way I'm actually able to wake myself up. I don't just hit the snooze button and go back to sleep. So something that you should do in order to beat insomnia first is to wake up at the same time each day. Up at number 2 for Listomania, we have eliminate alcohol and stimulants like nicotine, like smoking, and caffeine, like soda and coffee. So we should get rid of alcohol, nicotine, and caffeine. The effects of caffeine can last for several hours, perhaps up to even 24 hours. So the chances of it affecting sleep are significant. Caffeine may not only cause difficulty initiating sleep, but may also cause frequent awakenings. So if you're sleeping, but then you wake up every 30 minutes, that also may be from too much caffeine. Alcohol may have a sedative effect for the first few hours following consumption, but it can then lead to frequent arousals and non-restful night's sleep. So although you may fall asleep right after having a few glasses of wine, it doesn't give you a good quality of sleep, and you could also wake up a few times. So try to eliminate alcohol and stimulants like nicotine and caffeine. Just get rid of it. It's not really that good for you anyways. Next, up at number 3, this is something that I need to work on because I love them, and they are to cut out naps. Limit your naps. 낮잠을 좀 자르세요. While napping seems like a proper way to catch up on missed sleep, it is not always so. It is important to establish and maintain a regular sleep pattern and train oneself to associate sleep with cues like darkness and a consistent bedtime. So not only is it important to wake up at the same time, but it's also important to go to sleep around the same time too. So napping can affect the quality of nighttime sleep. And I did have some problems with this also, where I would always take a nap, like an hour or 2-hour nap. And then at night, I wouldn't be able to fall asleep because I'm not tired. I'm already rejuvenated from my nap earlier that day. So that's when I started to, I need to cut down on my naps, not so frequently. Up at number 4 on a way to beat insomnia is exercise regularly. Who knew that regular exercise could also help beat insomnia? Regular exercise can improve sleep quality and the duration for how long you're actually sleeping. However, exercising immediately before bedtime can have a stimulant effect on the body and should be avoided. Try to finish exercising at least 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep for the night. And I know that we have lots of people who go to the gym at night and they stay there until it closes at like 10 or 11 p.m. and you're there lifting weights or just running on the treadmill. That may be good for you for health-wise. However, for sleep, if you're going to try to sleep right after your workout, it's not going to be that good because your body's so awake, right? So it's always good to stop exercising at least 3 hours before you want to go to sleep. But what I always say is to exercise in the morning. That way you can wake up your body. And then at number 5, on the way to beat insomnia is limit activities in bed. So what is the bed for? The bed's purpose is for us to go to sleep, right? If you suffer from insomnia, don't go over your finances, study, or even make phone calls while in bed or even in the bedroom. And also, you should avoid watching TV or even listening to the radio, is what they say. So all these activities can increase alertness and make it difficult to fall asleep. So what do they say also? Before you fall asleep, don't be scrolling on your phone. Put your phone to the side and just, lay in bed and think about sleep instead. So if you keep having your brain stimulated by all these different things in bed, whether it be reading or studying or finances or just on your phone, it's not that good for you because it's not going to lead you to a good night's sleep. And at number 6 on a way to beat insomnia is Don't eat or drink right before going to bed. Don't eat or drink right before going to bed. Eating a late dinner or snacking before going to bed can activate the digestive system and keep you up. If you suffer from, acid reflux or even heartburn, it is even more important to avoid eating and drinking right before bed since this can make your symptoms worse. And I know that there are some people out there who eat a heavy meal and they're able to go to sleep right away. That's not always good for your body though, okay? Because it could lead to acid reflux or some kind of, gastro problem in your body or even heartburn. In addition, drinking a lot of fluids prior to bed can overwhelm your bladder, requiring frequent visits to the bathroom that disturb your sleep. And that's a little bit of TMI for me also. I drink like a cup of cold water right before I go to sleep. I don't know why, and I know I should stop, but then I go to sleep around maybe 11:30 or 12, and then I always wake up around 2:30 or 3 a.m. and go to the bathroom and then go back to sleep. But if I just stop drinking that cup of water, I'm pretty sure I can sleep throughout the whole night. But we'll see. That'll be a little experiment that I can do over the weekend. So again, try to stop eating or drinking right before going to bed. Up at number 7 for Listomania, we have make your sleeping environment comfortable. That seems easy, right? Something that we were it's like a non-thinking thing that we need to do. Of course, we want to make our sleeping environment comfortable, but some of us, we don't have that. Temperature, lighting, and noise should be controlled to make your bedroom conducive for falling and staying asleep. Your bed should feel comfortable, and if you have a pet that sleeps in the room with you, consider having the pet sleep somewhere else if it tends to make noise in the night. And I did have a friend that he has a cat, and he always says that his cat comes jumping, and then they have like the zoomies at night where they go back and forth and run around. And then he said that when he closes the door, then the cat starts scratching the door, so he's unable to sleep also. So try to make your sleeping environment comfortable. Also, if your room is a bit too hot or a bit too cold, make sure that you adjust the temperature. And lastly, for a tip to beat insomnia, it is get all your worrying over before you go to bed. Don't start to worry about things before going to sleep. If you find yourself and you lay in bed thinking about tomorrow, consider setting aside a period of time, perhaps after dinner, to review the day and to make plans for the next day. The goal is to avoid doing these things while trying to fall asleep. So if you're laying in bed and you're like, so tomorrow I have that meeting I don't really want to go to. Oh no, and then I have to go to the gym for some PT and I don't want to do that either. I just don't want to wake up for tomorrow. Then you won't be able to fall asleep, of course. So stop your worrying. And those were our tips on how to beat insomnia. Struggling with insomnia can be frustrating, but small adjustments in your daily routine can make a big difference. Beyond the basics of avoiding caffeine and keeping a regular sleep schedule, mindfulness techniques also, like deep breathing or gentle stretching before bed, can help signal your body that it's time to relax. Journaling or making a to-do list earlier in the evening can also clear your mind and prevent a late night of overthinking. Sleep isn't just about the number of hours you get, it's about creating habits that support quality rest. So the next time you're having a hard time falling asleep, try to remember what we went over today. And with that, let's take a song break. Here is Flowers in the Window by Travis.
Snowman, I was told, but there was no one there to hold. Before I swore that I would be alone forevermore. Wow, look at you now, flowers in the window. It's such a lovely day, and I'm glad you feel the same. As they stand up out in the crowd, you are one in a million, and I love you so. Let's watch the flowers grow. there'll be flowers in the window when we go out. Look at us now, flowers in the window. Such a lovely day, and I'm glad you feel the same. 'Cause we stand up out in the crowd. You are one in a million, and I love you so. Let's watch the flowers grow. I'll look at you now, flowers in the window. It's such a lovely day, and I'm glad you feel the same. 'Cause we stand up out in the crowd. You are one in a million, and I love you so. Let's watch the flowers grow. Let's watch the flowers grow.
And welcome back. You just listened to Flowers in the Window by Travis, and I'm your host, Kimberly, and right now you're listening to the awesome show of Midday Mate. Our question of the day and text topic is, what are some unique sleep talking that you've seen or heard? 보거나 들었던 독특한 잠꼬대는 무엇인가요? So we may have seen a lot of people do some sleep talking, not sleep walking that we're talking about, but sleep talking. Some things that they say while they're sleeping. So I do have a message here from Benny Neem saying that this question reminds him of an episode from a show called The Good Doctor when sleep talking is part of the scene. It was very interesting to him because the patient had insomnia and that they were able to talk during their sleep too. It's very interesting. I think sleep talking is so interesting, and if I were to tell you my answer, it's not that something I've seen or heard, but a friend, my actual college roommate, told me is what I did when I was sleeping. She said that while I was sleeping, I did a cheer, and then I even moved my arms. I was like, go, team, go, and things like that. And I was like, oh my goodness. But that was because, I'm going off tangent, but back in high school, I was a cheerleader, and I guess my dream was about cheerleading back then in college, so then I had a little bit of 잠꼬대 there also. And we have some other answers here also. Julia Nim saying, I've just heard simple sounds like my son was laughing or smiling during sleep. I think that's also very cute. To hear people laughing while they're sleeping is very cute too. I've also seen some other videos on social media where we have dogs. They don't do like sleep talk, but they would like bark or make some noise with their mouth and then they move because they're having a dream about running. I thought it was very cute also. So if you have your other answer, go ahead and send it in. Text in pound 9050 or shop 9050 and it'll only cost you 101. Or you can also reach us through Kakao Talk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. Add us as a Kakao friend and send in your messages for free. We also do have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of the app stores. You can listen to our programs and leave us comments after logging in. And now, without a further ado, let's get into our Friday segment. And now it's time for Weekend Haps, where Jeff keeps us up to date with all the things happening in and around Busan. Hello, Jeff.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
Good?
It's nice and sunny out, so that's good.
Yeah, but it's a bit windy. Was it windy?
No, it's
when you
not at
came?
all.
When I came, my hair was like a huge mess because of the wind.
Oh, no,
But-
I didn't really notice it, actually.
Well,
I was in my
then-
car, though. But
Oh, that's what it is. Us pedestrians and
Yeah.
versus people in their cars.
You're one of those Korean BMW people.
Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah.
Bike, metro, and walk.
The Korean BMW.
That's me. And before we start our Weekend Haps today, I wanted to ask you our question of the day, if you had an interesting answer. Have you ever seen anyone sleep talk before?
When you brought this up, I just heard this. I just remembered something of my brother's friend when we were teenagers. It's the first thing that came to my mind because it was so funny back in the day when he fell asleep and then he was dreaming and then he started calling out like his girlfriend's name.
Really?
But it was just like her name, and then Chips.
Chips?
Chips, yeah, potato chips. No idea where that was going, but it was one of the funniest things. Like, it's like name, chips. We're like, what?
What does that mean?
No idea.
Usually, 잠꼬대 and sleep talk really doesn't make sense.
Okay, so I have a quick trivia question before we get going.
Oh, okay.
Because today is White Day. I did like the sleep day. That sounds like something I can be down with. But it is White Day, so I wanted to ask you if you know when and where White Day originated.
When and where White Day? It originated in Korea.
No.
Oh. Japan.
What city?
Tokyo.
No.
Osaka.
Closer to Busan.
Closer to Busan. Fukuoka.
Yeah.
Oh, I know my geography.
Yeah.
So it started there.
Yeah. In 1977.
1977.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know. I thought it was just a Korean thing.
No. No, it started out in Japan. It did not go well at first, but the year after, it actually kind of picked up when the other confectionery started doing a bit of advertising. It's only really actually done in Northeast Asia.
Right.
Taiwan, Japan, Korea, and China.
I did not know that because, I'm only used to Valentine's Day and I only heard of White Day after coming to Korea, so I just assumed it was a Korean thing.
Yeah, so the thing is, the original thing, I forget there's a Japanese word for it, but you're supposed to give 3 times the amount that you received on Valentine's Day.
Oh, is this also where the male is supposed to give it to the female for White Day?
Yeah, same thing. Same rules.
3 times.
3 times.
I like this one.
I said if you don't, you'll end up single.
Oh, what if you're already married?
You're already, you don't have to worry.
You're already locked in.
Yeah.
I see. Very interesting. I like the 3 times more. Makes me excited for what I'm going to get.
Well, we'll see what happens when you get home.
We'll see. Well, now, for things that are happening around Busan, what's some cool events?
Well, actually, we're going to
news.
go into the news first.
Okay, news.
So this is kind of interesting. So the redesignation of certain areas within Hwamyeong Ecological Park in Bukgu has paved the way for the development of leisure and cultural facilities, which includes sports and tourism infrastructure. So the change is expected to accelerate the Nakdong Sunset Hwamyeong Eco Park project, which is a major initiative along the Nakdong River. So the district announced that they've reclassified 730,000 meters of land and 393,000 part of the wetlands from general conservation districts to waterside districts. So what this means, it allows for expanded development, including sports, cultural, and tourism facilities. So they're looking, if you actually go out there, you can notice it's just like land. So now they're going to basically develop it with construction set to begin in 2026, and it'll take about 2 years. So the project includes a floating theater for movies, concerts, like a concert hall and classical performances, as well as a family-friendly playground and picnic zone.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yep, so they're going to start the design phase next month, and once completed, the park is expected to become a key local attraction. So it's kind of interesting.
Yes, so completion expected in 2028. We still have a few years to wait, but
Yep.
it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yep. So we'll see what happens with it, but yeah, it's a step in the right direction, and it's a good way to actually develop that part of the city because that part has always had kind of problems, I guess, to like get people to go over there. So yeah, something to look forward to.
A big attraction coming through.
Yeah. Also, the Busan Global City Foundation will support, if there's anybody looking for, if there's any resident communities here for foreigners that are looking to get some money. The Busan Global City Foundation will support cultural events for foreign resident communities in 2025, as they do every year, to promote exchanges and interactions between foreigners and locals. So the eligibility: foreign resident groups or organizations in Busan which run programs promoting friendship, information exchanges, or mutual exchanges. So basically, they'll give you money if you're a foreign group for support for your organization.
Wow. That's awesome.
So it's events related to culture, art, sports, exhibitions, festivals, education, information sharing, and community giving. You can, for eligibility, so again, the organizations must include foreign residents. They must be nonprofit, and you can only have a few days left until March 16th to apply. And you can apply on the city's website, so the BGCF's website. So It's a good idea.
Very good. So if you're listening and you haven't registered or applied yet, you still have 2 days left. So go ahead and apply so you can get some financial help.
Yep. This one's kind of exciting because it's interesting.
Yes.
So you've been to the Gwangon drone show before, have you?
Yes, I have.
They are going to have a major upgrade.
Ooh, how so?
So beginning this summer when they're going to be testing it, they're going to be adding high-powered laser shows to this.
Laser shows?
Yeah.
Zoom, zoom,
Yeah,
zoom.
so they're going to be, it's going to be the first permanent drone and laser performance in the world along the bridge.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're going to transition the current drone show into the Kwangali, which is called the Kwangali M Drone Light Show, into the Kwangali M Drone Laser Show, which is the tentatively named. So it's featuring a 20-minute laser and music performance immediately followed by the drone display. So they're going to do a trial run in July with a full implementation planned for next year. And laser shows are expected to be held twice a month, complementing the weekly drone show. So they're going to start preparing this in April and May with 6 or more high-powered laser beams and searchlights installed on the bridge. So it's kind of inspired by Hong Kong's Symphony of Lights. And it's hoping to become a major tourist attraction in Busan. So, yeah, this is kind of interesting. So the other thing that they said is that the full featured grand debut of this is going to start on New Year's Eve.
Ooh.
So the big New Year's Eve show next year is going to feature the lasers and
Wow.
drones. But they are going to do test shows in July.
Nice. So if you're here in Busan in July, you should definitely check it out.
Yeah.
I like how they changed the name from Drone Light Show to Drone Laser Show.
It just reminds me of like Austin Powers. Lasers.
Oh, that's really cool. I'm really excited for that too.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, the drone show is always a great thing to check out every weekend because they're always different. And I saw the one last week, actually. I hadn't seen one in a while. It was really cool.
Which one was last week about?
So last week, they actually had to change it because the March 1st one, which was scheduled, which was the 30th anniversary of Suyungu's district, was canceled due to weather.
I
so
see.
they ran it last week.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. So again, if you are in the area in July and you want to check out the drone and laser show that's happening here in Gwangan, make sure that you do. But also it'll be full-time going starting 2026 after New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Yes, and with that, let's take a quick song break. Here is Michiko Latino by Jerry Hallowell.
¿Dónde está el hombre? Con fuego en la sangre.
I've got a secret, I cannot keep it. It's just a whisper of a distant memory. Just a dream, or so it seems. Take me back to the place I'd rather be. You left a fire in my eyes that lightens up the darkest skies. I'm giving up, I'm letting go. I'll find my way. So take me back to my sweet la vida. Find my love, my dolce vita. Show me where I need to go. ¿Dónde está mi chico latino? La 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 la, ay 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 ay, la la la. Stolen moments, time is broken. My eyes are open to this lifelong mystery, and so I'll go with what I know. Take my chances and run with destiny. Now there's fire in my eyes. I break away and say goodbye. I'm free to be, I'm letting go. I'll find my way. So take me back to my sweet la vida. Find my love, my dolce vita. Show me where I need to go. ¿Dónde está
pequeño. Yo no sé, pero no es un cuento. Mi corazón con tormento. Un chico latino te quiero o simplemente deseo. Yo lo sé, el camino es un sueño latino. Take me back to my sweet la vida. Find my love, my dolce vita. Show me where I need to go. ¿Dónde está mi chico latino? Take me back. Find my love, my dolce vita. Show me where I need to go. ¿Dónde está mi chico latino?
And welcome back, listeners. That was Mi Chico Latino by Jerry Hallowell. And right now you're listening to Midday Mate, and we're in the middle of our weekend haps segment with Jeff. So we were just going over some news. So what do we have next?
I have another trivia question for
Another
you.
trivia question.
Yeah.
Yes, what is it?
About White Day.
Yes, White Day.
Why was it chosen White Day?
Why is it like called White Day?
Yeah, why did they choose White Day?
Because you want something so pure and innocent.
That's one of the reasons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But there's another reason.
Because it's just,
No, I'll give you a hint. It resembles the color of something.
the color of a dove,
No.
the color of snow,
Think of what's given on the holiday.
chocolate, white chocolate,
So, what's chocolate made from?
cocoa beans,
And
milk.
and
Oh, I don't know.
sugar.
Sugar, right? I feel like I just turned red because I didn't know these answers.
You did good though. That was impressive.
Thank you very much.
Okay, moving along. Things to look forward to in the coming weeks as the flowers start coming up. So Namhae-gun is going to be hosting the Flowering Namhae Festival on March 28th, 29th, themed My Hometown as part of the 2025 Year of Hometown Love Visits campaign. It's an interesting name. So the event's going to take place at Cheonggyeolsa Square and Namhae Pavilion, which offers scenic views and diverse attractions to establish itself as a signature spring festival in Namhae. So this has a lot of exciting programs and performances, including the main event, which is going to begin at 3 p.m. on March 28th, which has performances including the Namhae Orak Center, Batu Kata, and Acoustic Guitar X. The opening ceremony will start at 7:30 p.m. and will feature Samdong Nanta, which is fusion Korean music by Hwang In-ah, and a performance by Namhae's ambassador, Han Dong-gun. So this is kind of interesting. So it's going to have a big fireworks and drone show, which illuminates the Namhae Bridge. And then this was kind of interesting because this is also the first time they're going to be doing something, which is having the first ever Namhae Bridge climbing experience.
Climbing experience.
Yeah. So for the first time, visitors can experience the Namhae Bridge climbing, where participants secured with personal safety gear can traverse the 40-meter high cableway of Korea's first suspension bridge. And this is going to be happening on the 28th and 29th with 2 sessions per day. Advanced reservations are required, though on-site registration may be available, but probably not, because I think this is going to be quite big for a lot of people to do.
I want to do it. Are you afraid of heights?
Not really.
Would you want to do this?
No.
I would so want to do this. Like, I always tell my husband whenever we're driving on Gwangan Bridge, I was like, why don't they have like tourists like going up the bridge and do it? And then he's like, that is so dangerous. I was like, but it seems like so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, they have had like when they close the bridge and people can walk along it when they do like the marathons and stuff,
Right.
which I would do that. That
I
would
want
be
to go
fun.
up though.
No. I'll pass on that one.
Pass.
Also, if you're looking for other things to do out in Gyeongnam this spring, so on Sunday I am publishing a list of 18 places to check out in Gyeongnam for cherry blossoms. So there's 11 cherry blossom sites and then 7 places to check out for places to go view flowers.
Oh, very nice.
So if you're looking to head out to Gyeongnam this spring, go to my website, hapskorea.com on Sunday, where we'll be publishing the list
Nice.
of places to go.
So go see that so you can see all the different spots to see cherry blossoms and not go to your original place of every year.
Yeah.
Try somewhere new.
Yeah, but the Jinhae one is the big one, and that's we'll be talking about that probably next week as well. And as well, at the same time, they also open up the Navy Yard out in Jinhae.
Oh.
So you can actually go and check out what the Korean Navy has, because they're bringing in the Dokdo, which is the big aircraft carrier.
Very nice. That sounds like a lot of fun too.
Yeah. If you've never been on an aircraft carrier, it's highly recommended. It's really cool.
Something that I may really try to do this year then.
I went on the USS Ronald Reagan when it was in town last year, I believe it was. Coolest thing I've ever done, by far.
Wow. Do they offer tours, or are you just like walking along it?
They do offer, like, it is open to the public at certain times, but I was part of a media tour. So, yeah, it was amazing.
Wow. So listeners, if you do have the time for that later on for the Jinhae Navy Yard, go ahead and check it out.
Yeah. I think you also do need to pre-register for that as well.
And pre-register, but we will keep you up to date because we still have a few weeks until then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, let's look at the events going on around Busan this weekend.
Events.
Musical-wise, Jambine. I think that's how you spell it, or you pronounce it. Jambine. Yeah. With a supporting act Seaweed Mustache. It's going on at the Busan Cultural Center at Saturday at 5. So they're a progressive Korean rock band that plays rock, post-rock, and metal using rock and traditional Korean instruments such as the piri, the gumongo, and the haegum.
Wow.
Yeah, so interesting.
I can't think of rock music with the haegum. It's very interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how they do it. Also going on Saturday at 5 at Bexco Auditorium, EJ Hoon is in town. As well, we have tonight, Serenade of a Spring Night at the Buku Cultural Arts Center, which is Jang Jin-gyu, Kim Young-eun, Gang Joo-hee, Kim Jun-yeon, Gang Kyung-won are all scheduled to perform tonight. There's a Three Siblings Trot concert going on at Hanul Theater on Sunday. At Bexco, we have the Busan Baby Fair going on through Sunday. The World Study Abroad Fair also going on Saturday and Sunday. There's also a Fulbright Scholarship and Study in the U.S. Fair going on. One is going on today, I believe, at the American Center at Pukyang National University. If you're looking for some St. Patrick's Day fun, HQ Bar in Gwangali always has a great party with they bring in a bunch of guys who put together like an Irish band and play Irish music. It's a lot of fun. Sports-wise, the Lottes in town versus Hanwha, still the exhibition series today at 1 p.m. It's already underway. And they're playing KT on Saturday and Sunday, also at 1 p.m. And K-League 2 Soccer, the iPark are playing Cheonan, 2 p.m. at Gudok Stadium.
Very nice. So lots of different things happening. We did talk about the baby fair when we had our other segments this week, and it seems like a lot of fun too. Also, I am looking forward to some St. Patrick's Day fun.
Yeah.
Do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day often every year?
I've gone to this party. So these have been going on for like 15, 20. In the case of there's one out in PNU at Basement that's been going on for over 20-something years.
Wow.
I used to go to them a lot, like every year. They're always a lot of fun. Because they have a couple of like Irish food dishes that they sell, and then they also have green beer.
Wow.
And a lot of drink specials. But it's the music that's the band that's together. The 4 or 5 guys that do it are really good at this.
Oh, very
So it's a
nice.
very fun event. There's also some really big ones going on up in Seoul if you're in Seoul this weekend to check out. So, yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
It's
everyone.
actually the 17th, but everyone's doing it on Saturday.
Yes, because the 17th is a Monday.
Yeah.
And make sure that you wear green so you don't get pinched.
Right, the luck of the Irish.
Oh, wow. So we just went over a lot of different things and news and events that are happening around in Busan. So again, if any of them spark interest, go ahead and make sure that you re-listen or look at some things. And also to check out Jeff's website on Sunday for the drop of the different places to look at cherry blossoms.
And flowers in Gyeongnam.
And flowers in Gyeongnam specifically.
We'll be also doing a Busan one as well eventually, but we're doing the Gyeongnam ones first.
All right. Okay, so now thank you so much. I am looking forward to seeing you again next Friday.
Yes, I'll see you then.
Thank you. And everyone, that's the end of our first hour. I'll be back at 1 p.m. after this song. Here is Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba.
is, I thought it mattered. I thought that music mattered. But does it bollocks? Not compared to how people matter.
We'll be singing when we're winning. We'll be singing. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
It's in the night away. It's in the night away.
He drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink, he drinks a lager drink, he drinks a cider drink. He sings the songs that remind him of the good times. He sings the songs that remind him of the best times.
Oh, Danny boy, Danny boy, Danny boy.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
It's in the night away. It's in the night away.
He drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink, he drinks a lager drink, he drinks a cider drink. He sings the songs that remind him of the good times. He sings the songs that remind him of the better times.
Don't cry for me, ex-door neighbor.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
And that's the end of our first hour. I'll be back at 1 p.m. after the song. Here is Tub Thumping by Chumba Wamba.
Our daily lives so that we can be prepared for any such circumstances. As soon as you feel the earthquake, hide your body under a table to protect yourself. When the shaking has stopped, shut off the gas valves and turn off the electricity, and locate your way of exit by opening the doors. If you're coming out of a multi-story building, use the stairs and definitely not the elevators. When outside the building, rush to an open field and cover your head while en route. Finally, tune into a broadcasting channel and keep yourself updated on what's happening and what to do next. But remember, prevention is the best solution. This campaign is brought to you by BFM 부산영어방송.
time is now 1 o'clock.
You know I'm impatient, so why would you leave me waiting outside the station when it was like -4 degrees? And I get what you're saying. I just really don't wanna hear it right now. Can you shut up for like once in your life? Listen to me. I took your nice words of advice about how you think I'm gonna die lucky if I turn 33. Okay, so yeah, I smoke like a chimney. I'm not skinny and I pull a Britney every other week. But cut me some slack. Who do you want me to be? 'Cause I'm too messy, and then I'm just too damn clean. You told me get a job and you asked where the hell I've been. And I'm too perfect, so I open my big mouth. I want to be me, is that not allowed? And I'm too clever, and then I'm too stupid dumb. You hate it when I cry unless it's that time of the month. And I'm too perfect, so I show you that I'm not 1,000 people I could be for you. And you hate the whole damn lot. You hate the whole damn lot. You hate the whole damn lot. Hey, hey. It's taking you ages. You still don't get the hint. I'm not asking for pages, but one text or two would be nice. And please don't pull those faces when I've been out walking like every day. It's just one bottle of wine or two. But hey, you can't even talk. You smoke trees just to help you sleep. And while you out getting stoned at 4 o'clock, and then you come home to me and don't say hello. 'Cause I got high again and forgot to fold my clothes. 'Cause I'm too messy, and then I'm just too damn clean. You told me get a job and you asked where the hell I've been. And I'm too perfect, so I open my big mouth. I want to be me, is that not allowed? And I'm too clever, and then I'm too stupid dumb. You hate
And you just heard Messy by Lola Young. Messy wades deep into the chaos of trying to shape yourself into someone your partner wants, only to discover that the act of being yourself can feel uncomfortably inadequate. The track wrestles with contradictions encapsulated in its refrain about being too messy and too clean, and distills the experience of relationships that leave you second-guessing your very essence. Messy became a worldwide hit thanks in part to a viral short-form social media clip in which influencer Jake Shane and model media personality Sophia Richie vibe out to the song. Hello everyone, we're live in the studio in Busan on this Friday afternoon. Welcome to Midday Mate. You're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Kijang, Cheongwan, and Noksan areas, and I am your host, Kimberly. And now it is the start of hour number 2. So what do we have coming up? First up, we'll have today's quote, where we introduce meaningful quotes to motivate you each and every day, followed by bite-sized banter, where we have daily fun conversation with the theme with Andrew. After that, we'll go into Don't Make a Scene, where we introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip from the movie Wicked. And then we'll end the show with Favorites in One's POV, where we introduce different songs from a wide range of genres that fit different situations. And our question of the day and text topic, don't forget, we're talking about insomnia and ways to beat it, so our question has to be related to that, right? The question is, what are some unique sleep-talking things that you have seen or heard? 보거나 들었던 독특한 잠꼬대는 무엇인가요? And I do have a message here from 만학도 영어님 saying, 오늘의 텍스트 토픽과 관련하여 제가 아주 어렸을 때 어느 명절날 밤 사촌 언니 오빠들과 고스톱을 치다가 잠이 들었는데 언니 오빠들이 장난삼아 자고 있는 저에게 말을 걸었답니다. 그랬더니 마치 깨어있는 사람처럼 질문에 대답을 잘 해주더라고요. Question, 나는 몇 점이야? And then she would answer, 언니는 뭐뭐 점이야. Very cute, and thank you for the story, 만학도 영어님. In English, for those who wanted to understand, here it is. Regarding today's text topic, 만학도 영어님 said, when I was very young, one holiday night, I fell asleep while playing Ghost Up with my older cousins. As a prank, they started talking to me while I was sleeping, and to their surprise, I responded just like someone who was awake. When they asked, how many points do I have? I replied, you have points. Very cute. Just like my 잠꼬대, I had 잠꼬대, and I love how 만학도 영어님 shared about your 잠꼬대 too. And others, if you haven't answered yet, go ahead and send in your answers. Text in pound 9050 or shop 9050, and it'll only cost you 101. Or reach us through KakaoTalk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. Add us as a friend and send in your messages for free. And we also do have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of the app stores. You can listen to our programs and leave us comments after logging in. And now we'll be right back with today's quote after this song. Here is Sweet Dreams by J-Hope and Miguel.
Wanna love it like, love it like, love it like that. Yeah. Love it like, love it like, love it like that. Yeah. Love me right, love me right, love me right back. Yeah. Love me right, love me right, love me right back. You should never sleep alone, 'cause I'll always take you home. When there's nothing left but diamond necklace on you, girl. Any night, anytime, you are my appetite. Double vision, Gemini, and it goes like this. Take you home, take it slow, till you bite your lip. Got a movie in my mind, and it goes like this. Close curtains, open eyes. Lay down your skin on mine. Leave all the rest to me. Yeah. Sweet dreams come after hours. That's what they do. Nothing that's not about. You should never sleep alone. So I'll always take you home. Yeah, right. When there's nothing left but diamond necklace on you, girl.
like a diamond, shining, 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 yeah. And we might never get to sleep tonight. I give you everything you need tonight. This kind of love I guarantee for life. Dreams gonna be sweet tonight. Sweet dreams come after hours. Nothing that's not allowed. You should never sleep alone. You should let me take you home. Till there's nothing left but diamond necklace on you, girl. I just wanna love you like, love you like, love you like that. Yeah, love you like, love you like, love you like that. Yeah, love me right, love me right, love me right back. Yeah, love me right, love me right, love me right back. You should never sleep alone, 'cause I'll always take you home. When there's nothing left but diamond necklace on you, girl.
And welcome back, everyone. That was Sweet Dreams by J-Hope and Miguel. And now it is time for today's quote, where we introduce meaningful quotes to motivate you each and every day. And today's quote is, "A breakup is like a broken mirror. It's better to give up than to hurt yourself trying to fix it." Let me read that one more time. A breakup is like a broken mirror. It's better to give up than to hurt yourself trying to fix it. 헤어짐은 깨진 거울과 같아서 고치려다가 다치는 것보다 포기하는 것이 낫습니다. Breakups, they're never easy. They can be painful, heartbreaking, and leave us feeling lost and alone. When a relationship comes to an end, it can feel like a part of us is breaking too. It's natural to want to try and fix things, to try and make it work, but sometimes it's just better to let go. A breakup is like a broken mirror. It's better to give up than hurt yourself trying to fix it. This quote speaks volumes about the reality of breakups. Just like a broken mirror, trying to piece things back together can be painful and a futile process. It can leave us feeling even more shattered and broken than before. When a relationship is no longer healthy or fulfilling, holding on can do more harm than actual good. Trying to fix something that is already broken can lead to more pain and suffering also. It's important to recognize when it's time to let go and just move on. Sometimes the best thing we can do for ourselves is to walk away. It takes courage and strength to acknowledge that a relationship is no longer serving us and to make the decision to end it. It's not easy, but it's necessary for our own well-being and happiness. It's important to remember that a breakup is not a reflection of our worth or value as a person. It's simply a part of life, a chapter that has come to an end. And it's okay to feel sad, angry, or confused after a breakup. It's okay to grieve the loss of a relationship and to take the time we need to heal. So letting go of a relationship is never simple, but sometimes it's the healthiest choice. When we try too hard to fix something broken, we might end up hurting ourselves even more in the process. A breakup, like a shattered mirror, can't always be pieced back together without leaving some cracks. Instead of holding on to something that no longer serves us, we can focus on healing and move forward. It can feel painful at first, but with time, we gain clarity and strength. Every ending makes space for a new beginning. Although breakups can feel like a loss, they also open the door to self-discovery and personal growth. Rather than dwelling on what went wrong, we can use this time to instead reflect, learn, and embrace new opportunities. Healing isn't always immediate, but by prioritizing our well-being and surrounding ourselves with support, we eventually find peace. A breakup doesn't define us, it's just one chapter in our story, and better pages are still ahead. So again, our quote for today is, "A breakup is like a broken mirror. It's better to give up than to hurt yourself trying to fix it." 헤어짐은 깨진 거울과 같아서 고치려다가 다치는 것보다 포기하는 것이 낫습니다. And that was today's quote. And with that, let's take a song break. Here is Roll with the Punches by Bryan Adams.
Sometimes life can hit you hard. Might even leave you scarred. You wanna find out who's your friend? You may never know until the bitter end. You got to roll with the punches. Take it on your chin. Roll with the punches. Might lose before you win. You get knocked down to the ground, but that don't change a thing. Roll with the punches. Get back up again. Rolling, rolling, rolling with the punches. Rolling, rolling, rolling with the punches. Sometimes you need to fight. Stand up for what you think is right. But there's some things you never get to choose. Like when you ain't got nothing. You got nothing left to lose. You got to roll with the punches. That's what you got to do. Roll with the punches. That's what I said to you. You might be down, you might be out, you might be broken too. You got to roll with the punches. You wanna make it through. You gotta roll with the punches. Rolling, we're rolling. Come on. Roll with the punches. Take it on the chin. Roll with the punches. My life's before you win. And get knocked down to the ground, but that don't change a thing. Roll with the punches. Get back up again. Rolling, 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 get back up again.
Welcome back, listeners. You're listening to Midday Mate, and now it is time for Bite-Sized Banter with Andrew.
Happy White Day, Kimberly.
Happy White Day.
I'm curious, in your house, how does Valentine's Day and White Day work? Is it totally traditional Korean style?
So I've been pushing for my husband to always buy me a present, whichever holiday it is. So whether it's Valentine's Day or White Day, he needs to give me a present.
Or just a Friday?
Or, yeah.
Just anything that ends in day.
But then this year, he made it clear. He says Valentine's Day in Korea is when the female gives the gift to
This
the
is
male.
true?
So I said, fine. So I made him chocolate-covered strawberries.
Nice.
And that was it. But now I'm waiting for my present today.
Yeah.
I've been hinting at it. I've been, sending him screenshots of some kind of jewelry here and there.
Yeah.
But I hope he...
Well, Namtan, if you're listening, You got a few. You still got some time.
You still got some time.
Yeah, you still got some time.
What about you?
I think I typically give my wife something on Valentine's Day, but maybe that's just because how I grew up with Valentine's Day.
Right.
And she also kind of gives me something, some chocolate or something like that. But I think I gave my wife the best White Day present.
Oh, what is it?
A son. Yeah, so it's my son Eden's 8th birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Eden. But yeah, so it was funny when he was born on March 14th. I was like, I think I'm good for the rest of my life. She's like, with what? I said, White Day gifts. This is fantastic. She goes, get out of the room.
But she's the one who gave birth.
Yeah.
So isn't she the one that gave you the present then?
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Nice to throw the Uno reverse card on me there.
I'm on your side, wife.
Yeah. So this kind of brings us to our topic for today. And it's, I think we've all been, stuck at some point or another where we've had a gift and we thought, oh, I got wrapping paper at home or there's a gift bag at home or something. And you get home with your gift, or you last minute, you're out at the dollar store or something, picking something up, and you're just like, oh, they don't have any paper left. There's no gift bags. And you have nothing to use to wrap it. So because it is White Day, it's kind of like a bit of a special day. I'm sure people are going to get gifts today.
Yes.
Well, I hope everyone does. What's the most creative way you've ever wrapped a gift? Now, there are quite a few different ways that, because if you just search on the internet, I mean, some people go absolutely out of their mind with some things. But I think you and I are a little bit more down to earth. Maybe we might have some ideas. So, most creative way you've ever wrapped a gift.
Okay, so listeners, 가장 독창적으로 선물을 포장했던 방법은 무엇인가요? So not using your typical wrapping paper.
Yeah, or maybe not even you. If you have a friend or somebody who, maybe they did it and you were just like, wow.
Ah, okay.
Something like that.
There are so many creative ways to wrap a present that I've seen on social media.
Yes.
And they don't use wrapping paper also. But I don't think I need to think about my answer. What about you first?
Okay, this one isn't me,
Okay.
but it was a friend of mine. His son wanted a snake.
A real snake?
A real snake as a gift, all right? I can't remember if it was Christmas or a birthday, but what my friend did, and this was a very short time, so don't worry, the animal wasn't harmed, okay? What he did was, do you know the Christmas wrapping paper, like the long tubes?
Yes.
The rolls? Well, he put the snake inside of that. It wasn't a big snake.
Okay.
It was just a small. So it actually could move around in there, right?
Okay.
And actually sometimes when they transport snakes, they put them in those kind of things anyway.
True.
So he did that. And this was he went into the room right before, they were going to open the gifts. Okay. And he just wrapped around it, rolled the tube with wrapping paper, and then kind of put the ends like a Christmas cracker, like that. So if you pulled it apart, something would happen. But obviously he told his son, don't do that. So he he said, you can't shake this. Don't be thinking what's inside. And then the son unwrapped one end and he looks like, there's nothing in here. What's going on? And then the snake actually, because the paper kind of fell off the other end and the snake fell onto his lap.
Ooh.
And it scared him.
Oh, no.
And he's like, ah! Almost in tears. And then ended up the boy was really super happy that he got his little snake for I think it was his birthday. I don't think it was Christmas. It was his birthday, yeah. But this is going back a few years. But I said to my friend, I said, that could have ended terribly.
Yeah, that could have.
If you didn't know that snake's not supposed to be inside, I don't know. I think he talked to the pet store or exotic pets place, and they said, yeah, it would be fine, just for a short time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a snake inside of a tube that was used for wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, I have another one,
Yes.
and this is a bit of a dirty one. Now, when I say dirty, it was for listeners, if you do somebody dirty, you get them a joke or you pull a prank on them.
Yes.
Or their mind is thinking something else and you hit them with something else.
Yes.
So this is this is my wife. I did this to her. It wasn't like we had talked about getting married or engaged or any of that kind of stuff. But It was... I had a ring box and she opened it, but it wasn't a ring inside. It was like a coupon to do something.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But then I got it back because when I did engage to when I asked my wife to marry me, I sent her on like a scavenger hunt.
Ooh.
So it started, I sent her to where she always got her hair cut and everything was paid for along the way. So she had like 5 envelopes, I think, when she left the house. And I said, like, when you get outside, open envelope 1. And it had details of what to do. And get in a taxi, and there was like imanon in every envelope for taxis or whatnot.
Wow.
So it sent her she went to the hair shop, got her hair done, and then when you leave the hair shop, open envelope 2.
Right.
And then it was going to one of our friends as a clothing store, so she went there. And I had already kind of had outfits picked out, but then she kind of picked her own thing, and it was already all paid for. My card was on file. And then after that, it was open envelope 3, and it was go to one of the hotels on the beach, and then I met her out there, and then it was open envelope for whatever, and then it was like we had dinner, and then if you know, like Donbaek-sam,
Yes.
there's like you walk up, and there's kind of like not a temple area, but there's like a point at the top.
Yes.
So you can walk all the way around it, but there's also a point in the middle if you walk up from that hotel.
Right.
And she was like, "Oh, I think that something might happen today," and I was like, "No, I'm seriously, I couldn't afford a ring right now, you know, blah blah blah." I kind of played it up, and then we got up to the top, and I was like, "What is that in a tree? What kind of bird is it?" And then she's like, "Look, I don't see. What are you talking about?" And then she turned around, and I said, "You know, will you marry me?"
Oh,
Yeah, and had the ring.
So cute.
Yeah, it was good. So
That's like the most creative way to wrap a present, but also how you propose.
yeah, so I think it's kind of like rolled it all in one. So I kind of did her dirty with a ring box
Yes,
like,
that
a couple
was
years
not
prior.
acceptable.
And, you know, it was a bit of a joke and she wanted to punch me, or maybe did. Then I kind of got back with that, so it was all right.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You know what? I kept trying to think of an answer for this, and I can't think of one. I think this is something that a lot of people do already know, but again, I didn't actually do the wrapping. My mom was visiting Korea, and she came to Busan for the first time to see me here.
Oh, nice.
And I got her a bouquet of roses, but instead of just having the roses there, I put 5만 원 all around the different roses.
Ah, yeah.
You know? And then so it was not just a red rose bouquet, but it also had a little yellow and gold because of the 5만 원.
Oh, very cool.
And I think it was about 100만 원 that I had given to her. So it was a very good present. But
Yeah.
I think that's a creative way to wrap a gift.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure.
You know, I think like, you know, you said like like many people have done it, but I think it's one of those things that I think if you watched it online a million times, but then when you see it yourself in person or you're part of it, it's totally different.
Right.
You get that feel. Like we did something similar for my wife's father on his 70th birthday. And it was like, it looked like a shoebox and they kind of just kept pulling, he kept pulling out manons.
Ooh.
And then it changed to manons. And then like you could almost see his face, like it almost did kind of change. He's like, oh, but then it changed back to manons and he was like, woo. It was like a fireworks show. It was like, ooh, ooh.
You know what? I think I should do that this
Yeah.
year too.
It was pretty good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So, listeners, what's the most creative way you've ever wrapped a gift? Or maybe you got a gift from someone else and it was wrapped creatively. You can tell us about that as well.
I love using the like brown paper bags that you get. Like you'll buy a gift, you get the brown paper bag,
Right.
and then use that to wrap the present.
Oh, I used to wrap my textbooks with those
Yeah. Yeah, you're one of them.
back in the day.
Oh my goodness. And then bedazzled it.
That is very true. So, listeners, go ahead and share with us your answer. We are dying to know. And Andrew, thank you so much for this time. And
Yeah.
I'll see you next week.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. And that was our bite-sized banter segment for today. The question again is, what's the most creative way you've ever wrapped a gift? And at the very end, Andrew did mention how he was like, the creative way was also like the paper bag that they give you. And Benny Neem that was what his answer was. Benny Neem said, for me, the creative way is about instead of wrapping, the paper bag is also a way to be creative. Very nice. A paper bag. You know, there's also so many different ways on how to wrap things out there on social media and on NoTube. They have different types of tutorials out there. And like, you know how if a present is weirdly shaped, they can teach you how to wrap it so nicely and that it'll be coming out very prettily. Or I saw another video where a thing was wrapped, and then if you pull a ribbon in the middle, it unwraps the whole present for you so that it's just very clean and easy to unwrap. So yes. Now there are many different ways to be creative on how to wrap a present, and hopefully you can wrap a present very nicely and creatively today for White Day. And now let's take a song break. Here is Pick Me Tonight by Tina Turner.
It was the 4th of July. I was milking the cow. You showed me, yes, you taught me how. I was 13. You said I was green. You said you'd pick me when I was right. Well, now I'm right. Baby, I'm right. And I'm just your type. I'm right. Come on and pick me tonight. I'm young and alive and nothing eyes. I'm wildin' for the only chance. I can have my way, that's whenever you say. I'm like clay, you can mold me anyway. 'Cause I'm right, yeah. No, baby, I'm right. And I'm just your type. I'm right. You're ready. So come on and pick me tonight. Oh, I'm right. Pick me
That was Pick Me Tonight by Tina Turner, and now it is time for Don't Make a Scene. I'll introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And today we're going to listen to a scene from Wicked, and this is the same scene that we've been listening to all week, but today will be our final day with the movie Wicked. Now, Wicked Part 1 was released in Korea in November of 2024, and it tells the story of how Elphaba, the future Wicked Witch of the West, and Galinda, the Good Witch, first met as schoolmates in Oz. Their unlikely friendship is tested as Elphaba's magical powers and her signature green skin set her apart from the rest of the people. So now, what did we review for this week? Let's go back to Monday for what our expression was. It was, what are you staring at? What are you staring at? This phrase is used when someone notices others looking at them for an extended period of time. And then on Tuesday, we had, do I have something in my teeth? Do I have something in my teeth? This phrase is commonly used when someone thinks they have food stuck in their teeth after eating. And now, on Wednesday, we went over, let's get this over with. Let's get this over with. It suggests that the person is not looking forward to what's coming, but wants to hurry up and finish it quickly. And yesterday, we learned about the phrase, I, for one, am so sorry, where we use the phrase, I, for one, to express personal opinion or position. And now again, before our final expression for today, we're going to listen to the clip. And again, this is part of the movie when everyone arrives at Shiz University and they, as in Galinda and Elphaba's first interaction. So let's take a listen.
What? What are you staring at? Do I have something in my teeth?
No, it's just... You're green.
I am. Fine. Let's get this over with. No, I am not seasick. No, I did not eat grass as a child. And yes, I've always been green.
Well, I, for one, am so sorry that you have been forced to live with this.
Is that so?
Yes. And it is my intention to major in sorcery. So if at some point you wanted to address the problem, perhaps I could help.
She's so good.
We love you. And that was our clip from Wicked. And today's expression is that so? The question, is that so? Did you hear Elphaba say it? Is that so? Elphaba delivers this line in response to Galinda's overly sympathetic and somewhat condescending remark that she was going to, major in sorcery to help Elphaba with her greenness. Her tone suggests a bit of skepticism, meaning not really believing what Galinda is saying. She doesn't believe Galinda's concern is entirely genuine. And this phrase is often used when someone doubts or questions the sincerity of another person's words. So you don't really believe them, but you're saying, is that so? So let's break down the phrase. It's often used to express doubt or disbelief, and it can be said sarcastically or genuinely depending on the context and the situation and conversation that you are in. It's a way to subtly challenge what someone had just said to you. So here, Galinda says, well, I, for one, am so sorry that you have been forced to live with this. And then Elphaba says, is that so? Really? Another way we can say it, really? So we've all heard statements that sound insincere where people aren't really being true, right? And this phrase helps us call them out. It's a way to express skepticism without being a bit too confrontational, and it can also be used playfully when you're joking with your friends. So you can say, when doubting someone's words, you can say something like, oh, you just happened to forget my birthday? Is that so? So say that someone's surprising you for a birthday party or an event later on. They're like, oh no, I totally forgot it was your birthday. And you can say, really? You forgot that it was my birthday? Is that so? Or when you hear a suspicious excuse. So say that they're like saying something to you to, make up for something, but you just don't believe their excuse. And you say, oh, you're late because your dog ate your car keys. Is that so? Because we wouldn't really believe that the dog ate the car keys and that's why they're late. So you would say, oh, is that so? Or when you're playfully challenging a friend, you can say, hey, you promise you didn't cheat at that game? Is that so? So it's very different on the intonation of how you say the phrase. Is that so? Let's listen to the clip one more time.
Is that so?
Is that so? So here, Alphaba's tone is really saying that she doesn't believe what Galinda is saying. Again, Alphaba's response is perfect and it's a perfect example of how tone changes meaning. Is that so? Can be a simple question or even a sarcastic remark, depending on how it's said. It's a great phrase to keep in mind for moments when you need to challenge what someone is saying, just like Alphaba does here. And if you're not quite sure on how to really use this, is that so? Is something similar to 그래? 그래요? 그렇습니까? Or 진짜요? So something of that sort. 그래? Is that so? And that is the end of our Don't Make a Scene for today. And now let's take a song break. Here is Smoke the Pain Away by Calvin Harris.
Ice bucket like sun in June. Roll up and wait for you. Wide awake in a hotel room, thinking on what I could do. Seems late, I've been up for days. I can't even see straight. No, I can't smoke the pain away. Welcomed into my home, but I can't drink the pain away. No, I can't snort the pain away. Oh, I can't smoke the pain away.
And welcome back, mates. That was Smoke the Pain Away by Calvin Harris. And now it is time for Favorites in One's POV, Point of View, where we introduce different songs from a wide range of genres that fit different situations. And today we're going to talk about a song about spring. The season of spring has been a fruitful muse for some of the most influential songwriters in history. It's a time of the year that's rich with symbolism. Springtime means renewal, it means growth, it means rejuvenation, and it means new life. It's full of birds chirping, flowers blooming, and the sun shining longer and brighter than it has in months. The beauty of music is a natural fit. So today's song is titled You Must Believe in Spring by Tony Bennett and Bill Evans. The song was written by Michael Legrand and Jacques Demy for a French film, The Young Girls of Rochefort. Bill Evans recorded two different versions of the song, one with his trio in 1980, released at the same name, and another with Tony Bennett for their second collaboration for the 1977's titled Together Again. One music critic said, quote, "The two artists produced a recording at least as relaxed and mutually in tune as their first," end quote. So You Must Believe in Spring captures the essence of hope and renewal that seasons represent. The gentle piano and heartfelt vocals create an atmosphere of reflection, reminding us that even after the coldest winters, spring will always return. The song's message encourages us to hold on to optimism even when it feels uncertain. Just as nature begins to bloom again, we too can find fresh starts and new perspectives. Here, Tony Bennett and Bill Evans bring their own unique artistry to this classic piece, making it a timeless favorite. Evans' delicate piano work blends seamlessly with Bennett's smooth, emotive voice, creating a version that feels deeply personal and intimate. Their chemistry is undeniable, and the song unfolds like a quiet conversation between old friends. It's the kind of music that allows you to pause, breathe, and take in the beauty of the moment, much like spring itself. For anyone needing a little encouragement, this song serves as a gentle reminder to have faith in new beginnings. Whether you're facing personal challenges or simply embracing the changing season, the song titled You Must Believe in Spring offers comfort and inspiration. It's a song that encourages patience, reminding us again that brighter days are always ahead. So now with that, let's take a listen to the song that we just described. Here is You Must Believe in Spring by Tony Bennett and Bill Evans.
When lonely feelings chill the meadows of your mind, just think if winter comes, can spring be far behind? Beneath the deeper snows, the secret of a rose is merely that it knows you must believe in spring. Just as a tree is sure its leaves will reappear, it knows its emptiness is just a time of year. The frozen mountains dreams of April's melting streams. How crystal clear it seems you must believe in spring. You must believe in love and trust it's on its way. Just as a sleeping rose awaits the kiss of May, so in a world of snow, of things that come and go, where what you think you know you can't be certain of, you must believe in spring and love. trust it's on its way. Just as a sleeping rose awaits the kiss of May. So in a world of snow, of things that come and go, well, what do you think you know you can't be certain of? You must believe in spring and love.
And welcome back, mates. You just listened to You Must Believe in Spring by Tony Bennett and Bill Evans. And unfortunately, it is almost time to close the show. But again, for our question of the day and text topic, it is, what are some unique sleep talking that you've seen or heard? 보거나 들었던 독특한 잠꼬대는 무엇인가요? And I do have a message here from Retro Band님 saying 최고의 잠꼬대는 잠자면서 아재 개그 했던 거예요. 아재 개그? I can't even imagine someone like sleeping and then saying an 아재 개그. I can't even think of one right now. I blinked out. But interesting. And then Retro Band님 continues saying H.O.T 노래 We Are the Future 위에다가 붙여. Oh my. So they were singing also We Are the Future by H.O.T. My. So now, Julia-님 said for the song that we just played was 레스토랑에 와 있는 것 같아요. Yes, it did feel like that, didn't it? And now, unfortunately, it is time to wrap up the show. It's been a great week with all my mates. Here is our last song here for Retro Bennim, We Are the Future by H.O.T. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful and safe weekend, and I'll see you guys all next week. Bye!
난 내 세상
거지 내가